Okay, the first episodes of The Crown's final season are out, and a birthday call from Harry and Meghan to King Charles. Joining us for a royal roundup is Patricia Treble. Patricia, good morning to you.
Good morning on this Friday morning.
Yes, okay, I think this was being seen as a gesture of goodwill, but this birthday call to the king is now being criticized by some who are accusing Harry and Meghan, who we know have been very protective of their privacy, of leaking the details to the press. What do we know?
So, anonymous briefings is what these are, because these are anonymous people talking very anonymously. And Harry has railed about anonymous briefings in the past. And yet, when this comes out, it's incredibly positive to Harry and Meghan. So I think it's fair to say, although we do not know, what side did the leaking. And this is, it's kind of, he's being hoisted by his own petard. What it also says is that he broke the ice. I mean, these people have not been talking for basically an entire year. And Harry and Meghan have not had the best year. And so I think they're trying to end it on a good note. And I think that's what a lot of this is. And also, his dad is turning 75, and he's going to wish him happy birthday.
Okay. All right. At the top of the show, we were talking about seeing Meghan on the red carpet last night in LA at the Power of Women Awards. And on the red carpet, she was asked about the recent streaming success of her old show, Suits. Have a listen.
What do you think is behind this renewed love for the show? Why has it become such a phenomenon again?
I have no idea. It was great to work on. Such a great cast and crew. We had a really fun time. I was on it for 7 seasons, so quite a bit. But it's hard to find a show you can binge watch that many episodes of these days, so that could have something to do with it. But good shows are everlasting.
So, I don't know, we've talked about her possible comeback into Hollywood, into acting. Are you sensing anything?
I don't know. I mean, I think basically the Suits thing is amazing because it shows the power of Netflix to raise something that was a cable show and just make it a huge international phenomenon. Again, we don't know. At other points, they were asking her about what she's got going on, and she talks in very generalities about, exciting things coming down the pipeline, but again, no detail. And this is, I think, we've been talking about this. There's simply nothing that has been announced officially. The last official announcement from Netflix was a year ago, and it was the Harry and Meghan series. So, yikes.
All right. Well, speaking of Netflix, the first 4 episodes of the final season of The Crown are now out. And by the way, we're going to do our best not to put any spoilers out there for anyone who has not had a chance to see them all. You have, though. You've screened them, Patricia.
Yep.
And what is your overall impression? Because the early reviews have not been great.
And I'm right on board for that. And I'm going to be honest, it's the summer Diana. And you look at the graphics, it's clear it's the summer Diana. We're not giving anything away. It was flat. There was no dramatic tension. Was how I kind of came out of it. And I was wondering why that was the difference, because I loved the first few seasons. They were amazing drama. And I think because what those seasons had was this melding of royal family drama and behind the scenes of political and world events. And for this season, there's none of that. And I think the writer and creator, Peter Morgan, kind of painted himself in a corner when he said he was going to extend to the 6th season, because it is all Diana. 1997 is all Diana, and there's no avoiding it, and he doesn't seem to know what to do with it. So basically the focus is on she has a summer fling with Dodi Fayed. They're in the south of France a lot, they're in the Mediterranean, and there's simply there's no chemistry between them. Like, I didn't see any, and that is the problem.
How do you think they handled her death?
I thought they handled it perfectly. Not going to give anything away, but they followed very closely because there was a lot of concern about how they were going to do it. Were they going to put a dramatic spin on it? They played it very close to the facts that were revealed in 2 massive exhaustive investigations by the French and the British authorities. And they played it bang down the line. What I found kind of disappointing was the treatment of Diana, because this was her summer. And she was at that point divorced a year. She is strong. She is confident in a lot of cases, and that doesn't really come across. She comes across as very tentative in here. She comes across as kind of being led in a lot of cases, and that wasn't, I mean, I was working in a newsroom at that point, and you had her, she threw away all her royal wardrobe. She auctioned it off for charity. She appeared Vanity Fair, Mario Testino. Those are glamorous photos, which are the most iconic things. And And that doesn't come across in this. And what really the focus is really on her relationship with Dodie. And I think it was a miss.
All right. Well, listen, we're going to have to leave it there for now, but no doubt The Crown and watching it is going to be a big part of a lot of people's weekends, I'm thinking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's 6 episodes still to come in December.
That's right. The second half of the final season. All right. Patricia, thank you so much. Have a great weekend.
You're welcome.